Hi, pleasure meeting you. My name is Canan. I'm from Turkey, Hafta newspaper. It is amazing to see you both here. Congrats on the show.
Thank you.
It's really fun to watch. I really enjoyed it. And well, both of you have played characters who are smart, stubborn, and not afraid to speak their minds. And in Duster, Jim and Nina, they carry that same fire. So, what do you think? What draws you to these kind of roles? And how do you make sure their toughness still feels human and layered?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's exactly why I was drawn to this role because I think there's always an opportunity in someone that appears so strong and tough, and powerful to to give them those layers, to give them a sort of a launch pad, which is like whatever vulnerabilities or past traumas that they're coming in with that sort of give them this shape. So I was definitely drawn to those qualities. Yeah.
Yeah, I think as artists, as actors, the more kind of complex the role is, and the more we're drawn to it. Maybe we're damaged people. That's why we're actors. But I don't know. But I love the journey of a soul and of a character, and so that's what drew me to this because in my own life I like to be breezy and happy and try to let things roll off, but in reality I carry a lot of internal questions and needs to answer things and justice and all this, so it's plays itself out through these characters. Um, in a nice way because I feel like we make movies about the lower vibration of life and kind of a journey to the light because it'd be boring to watch a bunch of Buddhist monks sit around and be empowered. Yeah, you need to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
or maybe not. Maybe that'd be great to watch. But
It sounds good.
definitely.
it feels like
Good
if
pitch.
the journeys are what we relate to as human beings and our humanity, and that's what I like.
Let me ask you about Nina. She is both product of the system and challenger to it. So, what was the biggest acting challenge in portraying such a contradiction?
Yes, just so I understand, you said both a product of the system and challenging it. Is that
And challenging the
okay?
system.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's one of the major conflicts that she has going into this. You know, she is a Black woman in 1972 going into an institution that has historically and systematically targeted her community. So yeah, I think that presents a really layered struggle, and I think that um, she really has to connect to to why she's there in the first place, which is to get justice, to get revenge in a sense, and to to honor her family. And I think in doing so, she is also um, just demonstrating, I think, her power. And I think that's inadvertent. I think, she's not there to prove anything to people, but she does.
She
Yeah,
definitely does.
yeah.
Well, Josh, you trained as a stunt driver for the role. How did that hands-on experience shape your connection with the character and the car itself, of course?
I just think it made it so much easier just to slip into Jim's skin on a daily basis. I feel like if you're an actor, you need to learn that skill of whatever role you're in for that reason, to feel that familiarity there. And so by going to stunt driving school and by the faith that the stunt crew had in me, and also the permission Latoya and JJ gave me to experience this. I mean, I don't do all the driving. Obviously, the stunt drivers are amazing, and they do the dangerous things like jumping. Uh, I don't jump cars, and I don't hit other cars because that's not allowed with insurance. So they do a lot of the driving, but just letting me be a part of it and them having the confidence to allow me to do some actual difficult stunts. It's a lot of fun and makes it
Well,
organic.
I need to wrap up. I just wanted to add, you visited Turkey. You were in a commercial shoot, which my friend did,
Yes.
and you still do have fans in Turkey, of course. Who forgets Sawyer? Do you have anything to say to them, like your fans?
I miss Turkey. I loved Istanbul. It's so rich with history and culture, and I just had such a great time when I was there, and I had a little time left, so I hired a historian to take me on a 3-hour tour, and just the layers of the dynasties that have come through there. And it was Constantinople, and it's way back with the Romans and the and Ottoman empires, all the empires that have come through, and just the architecture is incredible because it's such a combination of architecture throughout the century. So I found it to be rich with culture, and I still sit on my rug that I went and had tea with and discussed with the gentleman and
Oh,
bought the rug, and so it still stays in my studio where I do all my work. So I see it every day.
I'm sold.
wow, perfect.
Yeah.
So, Rachel, you have a guide. I
Yeah.
see.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
Tomorrow?
go. I'll show you the bridge that Michelangelo designed.
Ooh.
'Cause he was friends with an architect there who designed stuff in Italy.
Wow,
Pretty
historian
cool,
right here.
you know.
Ew.
Anyway,
Who knew?
thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
meeting you. Congrats again.